guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mo, and this video is so highly requested. Well, maybe not the video, but I get this question all the time, and I've gotten it nonstop since the day that Tay did my hair. Is how did you get in Tay's chair? Like, I literally still get that question, and I had posted, I think maybe because I had posted birthday shout out for his birthday a couple weeks ago, and now the question keeps coming back, like, how'd you get to meet him? Yeah, so I thought I would just make a video. Yeah, and if you would like to see my thoughts on him and how that whole encounter went, keep watching. Okay, so backstory. I have met Arrogant Tae once before, back in December of 2018 when I took his one-on-one flawless experience class. I did that as a Christmas gift to myself. It was about $1,500, and I had to bring my model, and she had to supply her own hair. I think the frontal came with that class, but not the bundles. I can't remember if that was the situation, but everything came with the class. It was a great experience. Separate from starting super duper late. It didn't matter because I cleared my whole day for Arrogant Tae, so it didn't matter. So that was my first encounter with him. He was just as you guys would imagine, nothing short of amazing. His energy, how he was talking to us, I felt for that few hours that he was my friend. Okay. I was super nervous. I don't do hair professionally. I just wanted to do my own hair better. I pay a lot of money to get my hair done, so I thought that I would take a class from the best in the game. And it was very informative, and I really had a good experience. I went with my best friend Chrissy. Shout out Chrissy. And she looked so great. I'm gonna enter some pictures here. Okay, now fast forward to January of this year, 2020. Back in around November, I want to say November 2019, Tay had posted on his page that he was going to do a tour, and he will also be accepting clients as well. So when he came to New York, he had a date in New York. So the first day he will be doing his class, and then the next day he will be doing clients. As you can imagine, he booked in minutes. So my friend Chrissy and I could not get seats. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the next city that he'll be in that we're able to go to. I think he was gonna be somewhere on Thanksgiving, so that wasn't gonna work because I was gonna be in Atlanta for Thanksgiving. And then again, he was gonna be in Vegas. So we thought about Vegas, and then we were gonna go to the LA one because that was the only date that worked with both of our schedules. It was a whole, we were gonna get our hair done by Arrogant Tae. She kind of already had her hair done, even though she was my model. He already touched her head. He has never blessed my head, so I was determined to see Arrogant Tae slay my hair. So we ended up booking for Mississippi. So we booked for Mississippi. We're like, you know what? We're gonna go to Mississippi in January. So this is still November. We booked for January, Mississippi to get our hair done. So fast forward, whoever his point of contact is, I think is Wolo. I reached out to Wolo via text message, and I'm just like, hey, well, I'm actually based in New York. So if anything opens for New York, please let me know. This is still November, and we paid our deposit and we paid our total in full because we're like, we don't know what life is gonna look like after Christmas, so let's just go ahead and get it out the way. The total was $1,600, $800 per head, and that was bringing a wig. So we brought 2 frontal wigs. He also charged $900 a head if you wanted to do a sew-in install with the frontal. Fast forward to December, late December, Wolo reached out to me and was like, hey, Tay is adding another day to his New York tour. Would you like to switch your dates to New York. And I'm like, duh, I'm so excited. Like, so I told Chrissy she's gonna come to New York. We're gonna get our hair done by Tae in New York, which is super, super awesome because I didn't have to take a flight. And what the heck is in Mississippi anyway, right? Okay. So we're super excited. When was it? January 14th, I believe, was the actual date. It was a Tuesday. January 14th was when we actually got our hair done. I already wasn't too excited. Well, I was excited but not excited. One, I was studying for my GRE, so I was like not really going out. And I'm like, if Tae does my hair, I have to go out. So I wasn't going out because my GRE was literally the 20th. So, or something like that. My GRE is around then. So I'm just like, I don't have time to be going out. But if Tae does my hair, I can't sit in the house. Chrissy wanted to take a trip. I'm like, I don't have time to take a trip. I got to study. So I wasn't so excited. Fast forward to the day of. Well, the day before, they changed the location a couple times. And then the day of, they changed the location, not even kidding, like 4 times, maybe 5 times. Like, that was kind of annoying just because, well, luckily for us, we drove. I have a car in New York, so we drove. But I can imagine how frustrating it would be for someone that's taking the train and they're an hour out, head to a location, and you're like, oh, just kidding. It's going to be this location, it's going to be this location. But you can't really fault him and his team for that because you don't know, like, we don't know the behind the scenes stuff. Like, maybe the salon backed out, or, you know, a lot of things could have gone wrong. It doesn't, so I don't really hold that against him and his flawless team. So the morning of, the location changed a few times. We're headed to the final location. Our appointments were at, hers was at 10, mine was at 11. So once the final location was changed, we were an hour out from that final location. We communicated that we would get there like around 12. It was an hour after, so 10. We weren't going to get there, we weren't going to get there until 11. So 11 and 12 we thought would have been our time. We get there, we're waiting. We waited. Let's just say we didn't leave until like 6 or 7 p.m. So it was a long day. But usually, you know, if you're like, get your hair done often, especially by someone that's very notable, it's going to be an all day thing in general. But we did get a nice treat. So I already wasn't in the best of mood that day, and I'll save that for another story time. But I wasn't in the best mood that day. But as soon as he came in, I forgot about my exam. I forgot about everything I was talking to Chrissy about, and I was super, super happy. We got braided down by one of his team members, which was super sweet. Everyone was so nice. Like, it wasn't just him. He was so humble. He was so sweet. Very charismatic. And I met him before, and I already knew these things, but like, he was just so great. I just love him so much. I love you, Tae, if you're watching this. His whole team was sweet. Ari was there. Dream was there. His whole team was there, and even they were nice. And Ari looked tired. Like, she was kind of like not as lively or whatever, which obviously you're not going to always be lively, whatever. So I didn't think anything of it. And then when Chrissy had asked her to take a picture and a snap with her, she was like, yeah, sure. And she got up, and they were like all up in her snap, and I'll insert that as well. And I was just like, I asked to get in on it or whatever, but I was just talking to Chrissy when it was all over. I'm like, that was really nice of her, because you could tell that she was just kind of, maybe something was on her mind, or, she's just there to support Tae, not to talk to us. So I thought that was really, really, really cool of her. Dream was super sweet. She didn't have any makeup on, and baby, she is just as beautiful as you can imagine. She is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All of them were just, his whole team inside and out. There were some gorgeous people. Okay, fast forward to when I left. Got a ticket. Welcome to New York. Got a parking ticket. Oh wait, I'm skipping my whole interaction with the motherfucking goat. Okay, so I'm in the chair, whatever, he's smelling all good. We both got on Fendi. Like, I'm just really feeling like, this is my friend, okay? So we're just talking, and then he's like asking me about where I got my hair from. He really liked it, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, who did your wig? Because mind you, I do my own hair, and I was so embarrassed when he asked me that, because I could hear his tone like, who did your wig? Like, bitch, it's not what's up. So I was like, me. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, Tay, we can't all be you, okay? So my wig was too tight, so he was like making it work. That thing was like fit to my head, like he made it work. So when we were done, I was thinking Chrissy was getting her hair done now, and I'm sitting in the corner on Snap or whatever, doing the Snap, and I'll insert that as well, and I'm like feeling myself or whatever, and then he gives me a compliment, bitch. Arrogant Tae gave me a compliment. He was I was so excited, you guys. Fast forward to now it's the end. I'm getting looking in the mirror or whatever, and I'm just like, Tay, like my hair never looks like this, like, and he got the nerve to ask me why. Because I don't have a U in my back pocket. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean why? Because I do my own hair, and nobody else, no other stylist that has ever touched my head has ever blessed me in the way that Arrogant Tae did. So I'm just like, why would you ask me that? Like, why doesn't my hair turn out this beautiful? Because you didn't do it. That's why. I don't understand.
You be doing your own hair?
Yeah, but it never looks like this.
Why?
Okay. So, another note. Christy's, so I had got my hair from a salon here in New York. It's called Pretty Proper. I've been using their hair for a couple of years now, and I think it's great. Their stuff is really affordable. I spent a pretty penny with them, but once I like something, I just stick with it kind of thing until I try something new because of a reason or whatever. So they had a sale. I got my and Chrissy's hair from there while it was on sale, and they were out. I usually do the 13x6 frontals, which is was what I have on now. You see how the part is deep. I like the deeper part just because I have a long head. I think it looks really good, and I like a middle straight part. So I like the deeper part for that. It was a sale, so I had got the last 13x6, so I ended up getting Chrissy just a 13x4, which she was totally fine with because she normally wears the 13x4. No big deal. So while Chrissy's getting her hair done, before like he's even done, he's just like, you know, styling it or whatever. He's like, where'd you get this frontal from? And Chrissy's like, well, Mo got it. And I ended up telling him like, oh, that's where I got mine from. And he was just like, oh no, this ain't good. Why you do her like that? And I was like he was coming for me, like, why you do her like that? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, they look the same. Like, the only difference was I had a 13x6, she had a 13x4, but the frontals, like, they look the absolute same. You wouldn't have known they were any like different of quality until you tried to do something to it, like bleach it. So I'm gonna insert pictures of how Chrissy's came out. Still really, really, really pretty without a flash on, and so she's like a pageant queen, so she always has to have 1,000 pictures, and of course you want a flash on your pictures. So her pictures they didn't come out good because you can see her lace, and it just didn't look good at all. Like, she was really, really devastated. I'll insert some of those pictures so you can see, but as a disclaimer, that was not Arrogant Tae's fault. It just wasn't a good quality frontal, and that was really unfortunate because paid a pretty penny to get our hair done, and it was an experience, not just about getting our hair done. So she was pretty sad, but her pictures were totally fine. Totally fine when there was no flash. I'll definitely insert photos of her hair with no flash or whatever. Overall, it was a great experience. As you can imagine, it didn't matter how long. Tae could have showed up the next day, and it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention. So it was other girls. So Chrissy and I were the first girls there that day, and then it was 2 other girls that came, and I don't know if they both got braided down. The point is, the process took so long that one girl ended up leaving, and I don't know how they ended up working out that situation where it was like, does she get her deposit back? Are you gonna try to seek her another time? Because they were flying out the next day for Atlanta or wherever they were going back. Yeah, they were going back to Atlanta the next day, and at this point it's like 6 o'clock at night. So I think the girl probably thought that, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done and I'm gonna go wherever I was going. I think she was going on a trip, because I overheard her talking to one of her. They were friends. So that was kind of unfortunate on her behalf, I think. But I also feel like you can't really do too much when you're getting your hair done on any hair day, like unless you're getting your natural hair done. When I get my natural hair done, my guy gets me in and out like in 2 hours, unless I'm getting something additional going on kind of thing. But my weave, I expect to be wherever I am at least like maybe 3 hours. But imagine going to the Arrogant Tae. He does Nikki's hair, Dream Doll, Ari, like all the bad bitches. Like, come on. Like, did you think that this was gonna be like you can do anything else today other than eat? Like, that's all we had time to do that day. We ended up going out that night, but overall I had a great experience. I would definitely do it again. Definitely, if he opens up his bookings for normal people like me, I will definitely go, and hopefully I become really, really, really big when I don't have to have my fingers crossed for him to open up bookings for normal people, because I'm gonna be messaging him on his cell phone like, hey Tay, I'm coming over, like I want to get there. That's like, you know, I would be really happy. So yeah, if you have any questions or if I missed anything, let me know. This is not the hair that he did or the install that he did. This is like, because that was in January, and this is obviously March 29th. So but a lot of people ask me and still ask me like, oh my god, how did you get Tay to do your hair? And I'm just like, oh, he posted it and I was able to get a seat. Like, it's pretty pure luck, really, like just pure luck. Yeah, that's it. Really amazing guy. His whole team, everyone was so nice. Like, yeah, I was just really blessed. Okay, if you have any questions, please. Oh, you may have a question of how long did the install last. Baby, listen, that thing was not going nowhere. Even when I had to change my hair for I was in a wedding, and I was Jada and all them be changing their hair like this. I don't know, but I did learn some techniques in his one-on-one class that really helped me get through it quickly. But I can imagine for someone that doesn't know what the heck they're doing, or if he didn't tell them what to do, then that thing was not going nowhere. You can really go swimming with one of his installs. No joke. Like, no joke. Yeah, so that's all for this video. If you like videos like this and you would like to hear about my encounters with celebrities I've met, or anything like story times like that, I have a ton of stories like this. Some kind of maybe more interesting than this, because you guys probably thought this wasn't gonna be like, I was probably gonna say, Tay seems like he's nice, and he's not. Like, that's not what this video was gonna be. But I have a lot of stories of like people that are more so funny, so not even bashing them, just like funny encounters. So yeah, if you like videos like that, like this, and you want more like this, thumbs this video up, comment below anything you'd like to see from me or anything like that. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you like this makeup look, I will link it below so you can see how I achieved it. Okay, until next time, so bye y'all.